trading is one of the best business, if not the best, you can come in. What I'm about to say in this video only applies to professionals. It only applies when you've become a professional. Who is a professional? A professional is somebody who has, over the years, built a trading plan, built a structure, knows what he's doing, know how much he's risking, know how much he's making, who has a trading system, who has a trading business. So this opinion I have in this video is basically for professionals. If you're an amateur or you're a losing trader, this opinion will not apply to you. It's basically for professionals, because most people have in the past, or one way or the other, find themselves in the market, and they have lost so much money. Or you've had stories of how people lost so much money in a short period of time. That's actually gambling. They are not trading. This video is basically for traders or for people who are professionally trading. So that's when the comparison will make sense. It will not make sense if you're an amateur, somebody who is losing more than you should be losing. So this video is basically for professionals. I'll be giving you 4 reasons why I think trading is the best business you can actually find yourself in. And I'll be comparing them with other businesses so that you know the difference for yourself. So like I've said, it's only for professionals. Amateur traders, this opinion I have in this video, the opinion I will have in this video doesn't relate to you. It's only for professionals. Okay, so the number 1 reason why I think that trading is the best business or the cheapest business you can start is low startup capital. Low startup capital. For you to start trading, you need your laptop that might cost you about $100 or so, depending on the kind of laptop you want. But I think $100 can get you a good laptop. You need your laptop, your willingness to learn. There are many ways you can learn for free on YouTube and the rest. If you need a place you can learn for free, let me know in the comment section. Right, I want to learn for free, and I'll direct you where you can learn for free. You need your capital, maybe your little $100 or $1,000 as your startup capital. This is all you need to start trading. If you're not running a mentorship group or a mentorship program or an institution, I think you just need a laptop, your capital, maybe $100 or $1,000, depending on the amount you can afford, and your internet connection. That's what you need. Your laptop, internet connection, willingness to learn, and your capital. These are the basic things you need to start trading Forex or trading in general. But to start a traditional business, let us say you want to open a boutique, you have to find a shop. Finding a shop in a good area where people can come, you spend up to $1,000 or more to just get a shop. I don't know the price depending on your region, but I know you have to get a shop. You need to get some kind of let us say a supermarket. You need to get some kind of license from some government agencies. You need to go for market survey. You have to know what your competitors are selling and how they are selling. Then you need to buy goods in millions of naira. So this, you can see that it's not really easy starting up a business, a traditional business. If you want to go into construction, you know the materials are not cheap. So one of the reasons I think trading is the best business is startup capital. The startup is very, very low compared to any other traditional business. The number 2 reason why I think trading is the best business or better than other traditional businesses is you can control your risk. In trading, you can control your risk. You know, remember I said opinion in this video is basically for professionals who have a system, who have a trading plan, and they are following it. If you're not a professional, you're just an amateur trader who was introduced to trading by a friend and you've not properly learned and you lost so much money in a small space of time, this video doesn't apply to you. It applies to professional people in the business. Now, in trading, you can actually control your risk. The industry standard is that you should not risk more than 2% per trade. That means you can actually control how much you risk and how much you can lose. Although most people don't listen to this advice, they do more than they should be doing and they are losing so much money. This does not apply to you. I'm talking to professionals. I'm comparing other business with professionals in the industry. So you can actually be risking 1%. Some people even risk half of 1% per trade. So you can actually control your risk, what you can lose and what you should not lose. But in other businesses, you can't actually control your risk. Let's take importation for example. You have to deal with a whole lot of things. You have to deal with government policy. You can import a goods to sell, and before you know it, the government has made a policy that this goods is no longer acceptable in this country and you can't sell it. So you'll be stuck with that. You can also be affected by exchange rates and interest rates. Let me tell you a story I read from one of the Nigerian billionaires, Otedola. He said he borrowed money from friends to go into oil. He borrowed money from banks. This is not small money. He borrowed a huge amount of money to go into oil business. Then when he bought the oil and the prices of oil dropped, he was in serious debt. Serious debts. Banks were coming for him. Friends, family, people he borrowed from were coming for him. He was in huge debt. He can't control that. He can't control that. But he was able to get out of that because of who he is. He is a $1, of course. He can get out of it. But imagine that is not a $1, or you're not somebody who has that kind of influence. You run into debts that might even land you in big problem, land you in jail, and you never recover from it for the rest of your life. So controlling your risk is one of the reasons why I think trading is better than most businesses. Controlling your risk, like I said, is only professionals that know how to control their risk. Most amateur traders don't understand the concept of risk. So I'm talking to professionals, or I'm making this comparison of trading with professionals. So you can't actually control your risk in other businesses, but in trading, you can actually control your risk if you want to. Another reason why I think, or the third reason why I think trading is better, is liquidity. Now, what I mean by liquidity is the ability to get your money back, your capital back, to liquidate your assets. Now, in trading, you can actually get your money in a matter of hours, depending on the kind of broker you're using. Maybe you need your money or your profit for something. You can actually sell immediately. But if you are into some kind of business, let's say land business, and you can have 10 plus of land and die from a problem of 100,000 naira, because before you find buyer to buy the land, it's not really easy. It's not really liquid. So you might take some months or some time to get a buyer. But in trading, you don't actually need a buyer like that, or you don't actually look for how to get your money. You can actually get your money in a matter of hours or days. If it's a weekend, it might take you 2 days or 3 days, you get your money. But let's say like land investment, like I said, it might take you time to get your capital. Then the final reason, I said I'll give you 4, right? Okay, this is the final reason. The final reason is management management stress, like managing your staffs and the rest. In trading, there is no staff unless you are going into a trading institution. You have to have a trading school where you teach people how to trade. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about trading for yourself. Now, if you're trading for yourself, you don't need staffs, you don't need customers, you don't need clients. It's just you and your broker. But if you're going into traditional business, you need to have staffs, you need to have customers, you need to manage them. I've seen so many people complain. I've seen so many people, their business have died because of poor staff recruitment and poor staff management. People have complained that their staff have stolen serious money from them. Some people will be doing business, they are not seeing profit because there are loopholes in their businesses. Their staffs are taking advantage of. So you need to deal with management stress, staff stress, and also customer stress. While in trading, you don't have to deal with all these things. You just trade for yourself from your laptop. So these are the reasons why I think trading is a better business than every other traditional business. Let me know whether there is something I'm skipping. If you know, you can drop it in the comment section. If you don't agree too, you can also bring your opinion. Is welcome. We would like to learn from you too. So these are the reasons why I think. And finally, if you find value in our videos, you can like and subscribe. We bring such kind of videos to new traders, to help new traders, because myself, I was once a new trader and I ran into a lot of problems. So I think I'm creating this channel to help new traders. If you find value, or you know somebody who is into trading or who wants to go into trading, you can share this video with them. You can subscribe so that when we post new videos, you could see it. So until next time, I wish you good luck.